Hey guys, we are kicking off this vlog from this very odd camera angle that's wedged in the corner of my car because I don't have a car tripod in this car because I'm home in North Carolina and I leave in 2 days. It's Monday right now, and I didn't want to leave without doing at least one little North Carolina vlog, even though I had the wedding, because that was like the wedding. So gotta edit that one presently, but check out that video from Brooke's wedding and going to Chapel Hill. We hit all the spots. Check that out if you haven't. I'm gonna drive. We're gonna hope that you stay there. Oh my gosh, yeah. I think you are. I really wedged it in, so. So what's on the agenda for today here in bustling High Point, North Carolina? Every time I'm in town, which is like every 4-ish, 5, 6, I don't know, months, I gotta hit all my like appointment stops because I've never transferred anything over to LA. So for example, tomorrow I'm going to get my hair cut. Today I just got out of the dentist. Great news reporting for anyone who saw like my tragic dentist story saga from like a couple years ago. It's been a long time, but I feel like every time I say I'm going to the dentist, at least 1 or 2 people comment and ask if I had that girl. I forget her code name. If you remember it, let me know. But I had a great time. I had my preferred dental hygienist, so we were great. Currently, I have a little break in between my appointments right now, so I'm swinging through Chick-fil-A because I need food, and you know, gonna hit up that, get some nuggets. Then I am going to the dermatologist whom I know just to get a little mole checked out. I'm pretty sure all's good, but you know, might as well play it safe, I suppose. It's also kind of fun because the person my appointment's with is a guy I grew up with. We were neighbors. So it's cool being at that. I can't wait for like 5 years from now when my friends are out of med school and then I can just go to them for things, because I don't like going to the doctor. Hate it. Don't go at all costs because it just doesn't, I just don't like it. But I can't wait for like my sister to be a pharmacist, my other sister to be a lawyer, and like all my friends to be doctors and surgeons and whatever, and then I can just go to people I know. A quick funny story about the guy for my dermatology appointment. So my sister goes to church with him, and apparently he told some story about when we were kids that I have no memory of. Apparently we were at this guy's house, and on their back like porch they had stairs that like go up to like the little patio. Apparently I was like climbing up the stairs on like the outside of the stairs, you know, being the rebel I was and whatever, and then I like got up high enough and I like, I guess was scared to get down, and so he was like, I'll help you. He was a couple years older and he was like, I got you. And I was like, no, get my mom. And he was like, no, like I'll help you down. And I was like, oh, what did I say? I was like, no, I said, you are dumb, get me my mom, or I don't know, somewhere in that I called him dumb, and their family was so just like very, I mean, in a good way, but just like very like good Christian family, and so he said that he thought I just cussed when I called him dumb, which is funny. I don't remember that at all, but that's definitely something I would have done. Here we are in Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A has been acquired. I came home briefly because it's freezing out, so I got a little like sweatshirt thing. I didn't bring anything for this whole trip that's like long sleeves at all. As I was getting in my car right there seconds ago, a bee like buzzed through my hair, and I was like, as this door was open, and I was thinking, I'm gonna have to cancel the appointment. If it goes in this car, I'm not going unless it like easily left. But anyways, heading off. Morning folks. Yesterday I ended up not really vlogging anymore after that update though. They did slice off my little mole on my arm, so we're good. I slept in quite late because I kind of feel like I'm getting sick again, which isn't an option because this Saturday, it's Tuesday right now, Saturday I go to Israel for 11 days, so I cannot be sick there. Also, hello, little girl on the beach. I need to do that room makeover video. We have a lot to do today. I slept until like 11. Me and my dad had plans to get lunch before my hair cut at 2. Speaking of, got to figure out what I'm doing. This is like 3rd day hair, whoops. We're gonna go get lunch at the Chop House and like have a cute little lunch, whatever. But then I was thinking, and I was like, I'd rather go to Carolina's Diner. So we're gonna go to a diner and get breakfast instead, me and my dad. Next up is haircut time, because I haven't got my haircut since like last August, I believe. And we have a lot of dead action going on, although I'm probably only gonna get a little cut off because I like having long hair. So we're going there now. Great thing about North Carolina, it's 6 minutes before my appointment. And I'm just now leaving and I won't be late. So I got my hair cut. We are like a few inches less, if you can tell. It looks super healthy compared to before. An update from yesterday on my arm thing. They cut it off. He said it was probably fine, but it was weird. Like I basically just had this mole that like had changed over time, and it was like a little raised. It like looked probably fine, but I just found it kind of odd that it had like switched up on me a lot over the past like year to 2 years. So yeah, he said unless I was strongly against getting it removed and wanted to just keep an eye on it a little bit longer, then he was like, there's no real harm in just playing it safe and getting it cut off while you're in town. So that's what I did. Didn't hurt. Removing the band-aid yesterday that they put on it and ripping out half of my arm hair hurt more than the entire procedure. The real chat here, what this video is about, basically, also I'm sweating, but I don't want the air to like mess up the audio. It's 86 degrees today, and I'm telling the story without this car AC on, so that this audio quality will hopefully be a little bit better. So please give it a thumbs up and or a comment below for this effort. While we're here, I also just wanted to update you guys on something that happened on Saturday night in Raleigh, so I didn't include this in that wedding vlog. As you can tell by the title, I was in a car accident with a drunk driver in a like hit and run. Like the car that hit us was a drunk driver. I was in an Uber with two of my friends, Catherine and McKegg, my like sophomore year suite mates. While we were all near our college town, me and a bunch of my friends from UNC decided to go over to Chapel Hill for the day, hit all our spots, all my sister's home. We were hitting a few bars, you know, had a few drinks, therefore we had Ubered there and back, which is not cheap. So we were in our Uber, had made it all the way back to Raleigh from Chapel Hill because we were staying with one of our friends' boyfriends who lives in Raleigh. And as we are legitimately like a couple blocks away from where he lives, we're in the right lane of Wade Avenue, if you know Raleigh at all. But it's like a 4-lane road, kind of like a main-ish road in Raleigh. We're in the right lane, and it's like a long road. We don't have a stoplight anywhere nearby, nothing like that. And there are side streets, all of which have stop signs. And we're just driving along, you know, and all of a sudden we get nailed from, so I'm in this back seat, and then the driver's here clearly, and then my two friends are on this side of the car, and that's the side they got hit. So we out of nowhere got nailed. My one friend in the back was asleep. So we got T-boned like perfectly between both of their seats, which is good because neither one of them really like took like more impact, I guess, than the other. I don't know. I feel like it was perfectly lined up to be like in the middle of both of their doors. And the force of that pushed our car into like 2 lanes over into oncoming traffic. So I don't know if the guy who was coming this way, if he was like, what speed he was coming at. Like all of this happened very quickly, obviously. I don't feel like he was like sitting at the stop sign and then just decided to go, because like he hit us with some force, you know, there was some momentum behind that. So we like went into the oncoming traffic. Thankfully there were no cars like right there. There were 2 cars in both lanes coming towards us, but our Uber driver like jerked it back onto our side. There were no cars like anywhere near us, like in our 2 lanes. So it worked out well because like there weren't many cars around, which was ideal. But the 2 cars like in the lane coming head on were like honking at us, and we like got over quickly. There was enough room there to where it was like, it wasn't like a close call necessarily, but like it was closer than you want to be, you know? So our driver immediately swerved over, and like the very next side road, which was like pretty immediate, this was all obviously happening really fast, he like turned in there. And I'm noticing that the driver that hit us is not following us. He had kind of like hit us and just like stopped there, like still in the road. So we all get out of the car. Before our Uber driver, I have to commend him so much. This poor guy from Georgia, I still feel so bad for him. He was on it, like such fast response times, and he was like on the phone with 911 before like we were even like parked on the side street. We all like get out of the car because we're like looking at this car like, are you going to come over here? Like, you just hit us clearly. And no, I mean, this was all, again, it wasn't like we're all like sitting here having this conversation. It was like, this is a very fast, really fast scenario. But we're like looking at him like, what's happening? And the car that hit us, which was a black Suburban, turned left, went the opposite direction and ran. And like, they were clearly drunk. There's no reason that like, I mean, I guess me being like, oh, you got hit by a drunk driver, do we have proof of that? No. Is it likely on a Saturday night at around midnight that the person who hit us in a pretty obvious like way to avoid was drunk? Yeah, like it was a straight road. It wasn't like we like turned around this corner and then they pulled out and hit us. It was a long, very straight road, and this car like nailed us, like did not slow down through that stop sign. And they ran, which I think further enforces the theory that they were intoxicated. So we waited like 45 minutes on the cops because none of us were hurt, thankfully. Like I have some bruises on like my shoulder and like my ribs a little bit, and like I don't know, I haven't been very comfortable. I've been having some neck back pain, but like nothing crazy, I'm fine. But just from like the force of that, when like I hit this side of the car back there, but we were all okay, thankfully, and that's really all that matters. The poor dude's car is like ruined. It was drivable. Well, it's not like drivable, like the doors don't really like open, or like one's probably at this point fallen off, but at the time, he, after everything was over, ended up driving us the final like 2 blocks to, we turned off the ride a long time before this, but he drove us to where we were going eventually, because he was like, immediately, he was like, you guys can call another Uber, like I don't want you to have to wait here, I feel so bad. But in a situation where like the other car left, we don't want to like leave this guy here to like defend his story with no witnesses. So the 3 of us were like, we really have nowhere to be, it's fine. So we waited like, it was probably like 45-ish minutes before the cops got there. I'm sweating progressively through the story. And then the thing that made me just frustrated in this, well, there are two notes. Two things. One was with the cop. So I understand they take a long time to get here, whatever. Like, that was annoying, but like, that's not where my real like qualm with the dude is at all. Cause like, obviously this was not like a high priority thing. Although you think, you know, people would be a little concerned to know that they have a drunk driver on the road, and we just like, as soon as we called, we're like, yeah, he just turned left on this road in this car. Cause we all saw it was like an old model black Suburban. All of us saw. So I knew the car. I saw it on multiple angles. The cop is looking at like the car on the side, and there's like some like white paint and whatever. And so he's trying to tell us that it's a white car, and all of us are like, no, it was a dark car. I'm positive. And so he's like on his little radio talking to his bros, being like, yeah, well, they're saying it was dark, but seen white paint. And then he's like telling them that it's a Suburban or Yukon, and I'm like, I know my cars. It was an old Suburban. And so come to find out, he eventually told us this, but we also saw this other car when we like went to finally go to our destination. A block over, the cops had also, and the cop told us this, pulled or like found a new, like newest model white Yukon that had hit a parked car. And so I guess they were, that was another like DUI situation, I assume. So they were trying to like just pair one crime with the other and like try to just like wrap it all up and whatnot. So that was just frustrating, because I was like, we all have told you what we saw, and we were all here, and you're trying to like tell us over and over that there's white paint on the car, which also is like the primer underneath the paint. Like, none of us are stupid, and our friend's boyfriend's a race car driver, and he was on the phone and he was like, no, that's like the primer on the paint. But anyways, so whatever, that was frustrating, but all ended up being fine with that. Our driver took us home. I feel so terrible for him, because I don't know like what the protocol is with like being an Uber driver and all of this, but like with the insurance and with like there not being, I assume they still haven't found the other driver, because I'm sure this got brushed out, like just kind of like pushed to the side. But like without another party involved, I like this guy's, I don't know what he's having to pay for everything out of his own pocket, which just sucks. And yeah, my second frustration here is just like, who the heck drinks and drives, you know what I mean? And so I don't say this lightly. If you like drink and drive, you're literally just like the scum of the earth. Like, you really are. Especially in this era where like there's Uber, there's Lyft, and I get that like it's not always the cheapest. You know, we paid $40 each way to go to Chapel Hill and then back to Raleigh. But can you put a price on a life, or like the jail time you could spend, you know? If you don't have the respect for your own life to not like drive and drink, or even this, honestly, I'm so against texting and driving as well. This is all the same. If you do all of that, like, get your life together. I like don't even say that lightly. It like makes me really mad. Like, I kind of hate you a lot, because if you don't have that much respect for your own life, which like is still terrible, the fact that you don't respect anyone on the road around you who is like a parent, like teacher, sibling, like whatever, anyway, you don't even need to have important relationships. Just like, if you don't respect the fact that you're putting other people's lives at risk, no matter how like good you think you are at like driving after a couple drinks or like whatever, no, it's ridiculous, and you're just so stupid, and it makes me so mad. Had we gotten hit at a like, I'm not trying to be all dramatic about like whatever, because we were all fine, but like realistically speaking, had we been hit further at the back of the car, since it's hit us perfectly in the middle, the car like slid straight into the other lanes. But had it hit us at the back, you know, our car would have gone like this into the other lanes. I don't know if our Uber driver would have been able to like recover it as quickly. And then who's sitting back here in this seat and oncoming traffic is me. And like, it's just ridiculous. Like, we could have, had the cars been placed differently, we could have been hit head on immediately. And you know, that's how people die. We're trying to like laugh and like whatever after it was over and everyone was chill, but like there are so many ways that situation could have ended up worse than it did, and I'm very thankful that it didn't. But like, people, get your lives together. Like, what are you doing? And if you freaking get in a car accident and you drive away, you're even more trash. Like, I don't know, like, that's all I've got to say about that. I'm again glad we're all fine, and I don't know, hopefully the other driver gets what's coming to him, but like, there's just no reason for that. So if any of you watching this drink and drive, reevaluate your whole life, because you honestly suck. And if you do it again, then like, I don't know, hope you get caught. Yeah, I do hope you get caught. I really hope you get caught, and hope you go to jail if that's what it's going to take for you to like learn, because that's what it takes for some people. I'm sweating. We've got a doubter. What'd you say to me?
She just asked me to go to Target. It's 3:30.
You think I can't redo my room within the span of a couple hours?
No. Your room is gonna take a couple hours just to clean.
It's not. I fly out in like 15 hours, but I think I can redo this in the next like 2. Thoughts?
I mean, you haven't even gone to Target yet.
Madison, these are small hurdles that we can easily overcome. I'm gonna go now. You wanna come? It'd be so fun. You could like realize that you were wrong and everything. Come with me. Okay, I'll see you downstairs in the car. Madison, this is your only time gonna be in the vlog this whole time. We're back in the car again.
What do you mean?
The place of most of this video. We're about to go to, we're almost to Target because I'm filming that 24-hour room makeover video that almost didn't happen today. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't gonna do it until she came in and she told me that I couldn't do it. Suddenly, just because it's almost dinner time and we're going out to dinner and I fly out at 7 something in the morning. But that doesn't mean that we can't film this video before then. So
Morgan really thrives under pressure and
I really
competition.
thrive under people telling me I can't do things.
Yeah.
If you recall, probably don't. I don't think I ever said this. I went vegetarian freshman year for a few months because someone told me I couldn't do it for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So therefore I had to do it for a few months.
Didn't you do that with sodas too?
Yeah. Someone's like, no one challenged me.
That was like
They
a
told me
personal
they
challenge?
couldn't do it. No, they were like, oh, I couldn't go a week. And I was like, I'm gonna go for the next year. And then I went like 2 years.
Yeah.
I have one goal here and one goal only, and that is to see no one I know.
Same. Have you been vlogging
Today?
like while
you
you've
know.
been home?
No, I've turned on the camera a couple times.
Oh. So
Literally
this, like,
exactly
probably
like this. It's all been in the car.
Mm.
Does this look like a good spot?
Sure.
Here we are. Sibling, Madison made me buy her Starbucks. Just kidding. I know, I offered it as a joke. Haha, can we like make it a joke? All right, let's redo it. Just kidding.
let's
They
do
have
it
Coke Ices. I want that. I didn't get Starbucks, not from lack of desire, but from lack of wanting to carry it because I knew I'd need a hand for the vlog camera. Wait, I found, whoa, do I need to cover up? Might I need a cute little white one? So I got distracted by bathing suits, so we're gonna get this first. I need a bathing suit. I mean a mirror.
Well, that's.
Is it small? Where's the closest mirror?
Well, why don't you just look in this clip?
I also just remember that I have my diploma that I never put up that I got for Christmas. So that actually might end up going there. Or maybe there. Actually, that might be where it has to go. Dinner time. I mean, okay. Living large, final night. Look at this baked potato. You have to please eat some of it. I know, it's like a whole ice cream scoop of butter. Alright, I never finished vlogging yesterday because I was filming that video all day. But I got my 24-hour room makeover video soon. Hope all of you guys enjoyed this vlog. Thank you for watching. It's like 6:30 a.m. I'm about to head to the airport to go back to LA. So maybe I'll have an LA vlog in between. Let me know if you want that before my Israel trip coming up on Saturday. But that is all. I will see all of you guys in my next video.
I'm only human, can't you see?